Hey everyone, this is your Mayor Brandon Whipple checking in with our Assistant Public Works Director Gary Janzen, who's here to talk about our new program we just put in place yesterday. It's the Open Air ICT. So it's a really good opportunity for some of our local businesses, particularly those who are serving food and alcohol. And then we got Gary here to help answer some questions. So Gary, first question is, can you tell us a little more about the Open Air ICT program?
Sure, Mayor. It's a free program that allows restaurants, bars, and retail shops to be able to use the adjacent public space around their where their businesses are. That's sidewalk, potentially the streets, and then the on-site parking that they have. They'd be able to use those spaces. There's some things that need to be done to still allow pedestrians access, and that stuff we'll work with them on. But primarily to be able to use space to create social distancing. Those businesses could use those areas for serving food, dining, whatever type of business they might have, shopping and advertising. We're trying to be flexible with that.
Excellent. So obviously we're still trying to get the COVID numbers down. We want to make sure that people can get out in our community and be as safe as possible. Can you tell us, and I'm sure that some of the reasoning for this has to do with COVID, but why did the city decide to offer this program?
So, we've got a program in place already, and there's about 25 businesses already utilizing this, and it's called a Sidewalk Cafe Permit. And so you see that in various places around town. We knew that was a good foundation, a good place to start, and to be able to help businesses who are struggling with the pandemic, and also to continue to be able to help protect public health. We thought that was a great opportunity to expand that program. We had looked at what other big cities around the country had been doing. Several of them had quite a bit of success, and we think we can be successful with this also. It's a great way to keep people healthy and allow us the opportunity to support local businesses at the same time.
So if I was a business and I wanted to apply for one of these permits or go through this process, how would I do that?
We've done everything we could in kind of a short period of time to try to make this as easy and streamlined as possible, because currently, the permit I talked about isn't even online. So the biggest thing is the application is online. There's resources there. There's frequently asked questions, wichita.gov/OpenAirICT. Any business who's interested in doing this, again, restaurants, bars, retail shops, they can find all the information they want there. We've got some additional information there that helps walk them through the insurance liability requirements. We request a map to be submitted, kind of the site area, and it gives them a head start on all of that. And we plan to send staff out to meet them on site so that we can help guide them through this as best as we can.
So if one of our local businesses has it planned out or pretty much has a good idea, we want to extend our dining over here, how long does that approval take? If they submit their idea and are ready to go, how long would it take them to be approved?
So our goal is to try to turn this around in a couple of days. We certainly can respond and be reviewing things within 48 hours. Mm-hmm. We would like to get as many of these as we can.
I think Megan's telling you to put on another microphone. So
we'd like to get as many of these as we can turned around in that 48 hours with approval. And I mentioned before, and one of the ways we want to do that is we're going to have staff meet these businesses on site. We've got some experience previously. We're changing some things here with this temporary permit to provide more flexibility on the type of furniture that can be used, the barriers, everything else. We want to do everything we can to get this businesses to be able to start using these permits as quick as they possibly can.
Excellent. Well, if the public wants to find out which businesses might be offering open air, opportunities, if my wife and I are thinking about going out, but we want to go out to a business that's taking advantage of this, how would the public be able to figure out, which businesses are taking advantage of this versus which aren't?
So there's a couple of ways. I mentioned the website. I would mention again, wichita.gov/OpenAirICT. Mm-hmm. There is a list, it's very easy to access on there, of the businesses who are taking advantage of this permit. It already includes, I mentioned there's about 25 businesses already that have sidewalk cafe permits with this. They are on that list. And there's another way that can be done. We've developed the icons that will be on the business website. So if anybody looks for these icons, they will know too that they're utilizing businesses, that they're approved partners for this permit process.
All right, well, very good. Well, why don't we go ahead and take it over to Megan to see if there's any live questions for myself or for Gary on this program or any of the other programs that we have coming online soon.
No questions so far from the feed, but could you go over again just one more time for those watching the website they can visit to sign up?
I can. wichita.gov/OpenAirICT. Pretty self-explanatory. It's got a spot on there to submit an application, and it's got some really good frequently asked questions. It's got information from what I presented to the council yesterday. Kind of shows opportunities, what other cities have done, really gives them a good idea on where they can start. It's got contact information. We've already heard from numerous businesses just since yesterday afternoon when the site went live and after the city council approved this permit process. So we're excited to get out and start working with businesses already.
Perfect, that's it for us.
Excellent. Just want to thank everybody for tuning in today. Again, if you want some more information about the Open Air ICT program, please go to wichita.gov/OpenICT. Other than that, thank you, Gary, for being here. And again, thank you to those who are watching.